The rolling hills of Volksrust in Mpumalanga are often described as quiet farmland, a place where the hum of tractors and the chatter of livestock fill the air. But this week, that peaceful backdrop was shattered by one of South Africa's biggest drug busts in recent memory. Police stormed a farm on the outskirts of town and uncovered what they describe as a fully fledged crystal meth laboratory worth an estimated 350 million rand. The scale of the operation stunned even seasoned officers. Buckets and lunchboxes stuffed with the white drug were found stacked alongside powerful chemical precursors. Freezers packed with crystal meth lined the walls, turning the rural hideout into what investigators called a factory of poison. 5 suspects, described as foreign nationals, were arrested as they attempted to flee the scene. A pellet gun and 3 rounds of live ammunition were also seized. Authorities say the men now face a long list of charges, from contravening the Drugs and Drug Trafficking Act to violating immigration laws to illegal possession of ammunition. 2 other suspects are believed to have escaped into nearby fields, sparking a manhunt that continued late into the night.
And to our SAPS viewers at home, yes indeed, we are here in Volksrust. Volksrust is in Mpumalanga. It's a small town between Newcastle and Standerton. That is where we are. We heard that there was a drug lab that was discovered, and it was shut down last week, Friday. But let me introduce the MEC responsible for community safety here in Mpumalanga. That is MEC Kemasia, who will be able to explain more on this drug lab. Thank you very much for your time. We are live on SAPC News 404. First and foremost, let's talk about this drug lab. How did you know about it?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. We knew about this lab, I think, 3 weeks ago, when the premier took the executive to come and visit Volksrust. Then on our public hearing engagement with the community and all the stakeholders, the matter was raised on that meeting that there is a laboratory that is manufacturing drugs around here, but they don't know the whereabouts exactly in terms of the place where it's situated. However, after that, we left as the executive. Then we spoke to the station commander to say, no, they must look after the matter and establish whether the community what is raising is factually or not. Then after that, then we receive a tip-off again to say, no, now they know the place. After that, then we send our intelligence. The intelligence came here and worked with the community, the guys that, the people whom they assisted us with the information. Then finally we have a breakthrough of this lab after we have discovered this lab. Then we found out that it is an old farm. The owner of the farm has passed away, and the wife is now taking care of the farm. But there is a caretaker whom we have arrested him with 4 Mexican and also 2 Nigerian who were able to run away yesterday, a day before yesterday, after they realized that the police are now in the place and also want to arrest them. Then upon arriving for the police and also all our multidisciplinary stakeholders, we discovered this serious lab where the crystal meth is being manufactured here. The amount of drugs estimated on the street value is 350 million that are being manufactured. It's one of the biggest. It would surpass the one that we have discovered in Standerton, I think 3 to 2 months ago. So we are calling for the community, and we want to appreciate to the community to say thank you very much for working with us. Finally, we've made sure that those who are arrested, the 4 Mexican plus 1 South African and also the 2 Nigerian who are still at large, they are going to be charged with drugs and drug Act of South Africa and also Migration Act, because upon the investigation we found out that these Mexicans, they are here illegally. There are no documents that indicate that indeed they are here legally so. So the Migration Act will take place in terms of that. All of the things that they will charge on will make sure that we put a solid case against them. We've assigned through the Provisional Commissioner detectives that are going to manage this case until its finality. We want to make sure that we send a strong message. But what we can say to the South African, it's a worrying factor to us as authorities. It's a matter that we need to take care of, because we can't have a situation in our country where foreign nationals will come here without proper channels and able to manufacture a big factory like this one of drugs, because the drugs that are being manufactured at the end of the day are going to be sold or are sold to our children in South Africa, and it also kill our future for the South African citizen.
How long do you think they have been operating? Did you get that?
The information that we've gathered up to so far, the Mexican, they arrived here in January. The machine that we are seeing here were mounted and also mounted and made to be run around January up to date.
And is it crystal meth only that was being manufactured here?
Yeah, so far the investigation that the information that we've received through our investigators is that the crystal meth only.
Volksrust is a quiet town, and you would imagine that it might have taken long for you to discover this, because this is not a busy town. What is it that you will do to make sure that this does not happen again in any part of Mpumalanga?
If you notice where we are, indeed you are correct when you say Volksrust is a very quiet town, not a busy town. They look at, I think, in their strategy, they look at the town like that, the quiet town like Volksrust. Then you can see where we are. Even the farm itself is so quiet, you cannot think of anything bad that is happening around this farm. What we can do, we need to set up a team with SAPS and also our municipality to make sure that all these farms are being audited and able to know who operates the farm, what is it that they are doing on this farm. That is the audit that we are going to make sure that together with municipality and also the SAPS are making sure that indeed they investigate all the farm around Mpumalanga, not only here in Volksrust, around Mpumalanga. Then we'll able to know who is the owner of that farm, who is doing on that farm, that particular individual, upon establishing everything.
How did those who tipped you knew that this is happening here?
I'm not going to divulge on that one, how they knew about this, but the bottom line that they've assisted us here we are. Remember, this is our, they inform us in confidence, so we are not going to expose any information beyond this. What we are happy is that we have made sure that we have arrested, there is a breakthrough. Yes.
So I see this place there's a crime scene now. Have you taken all the drugs out of here, everything?
Yes, we have taken everything out of here. Now it's under the police. Then upon completing the investigation, it's going to be presented before the court of law, so that we'll able to get a necessary message towards the perpetrators of this crime.
Here you are saying that you are on the lookout for 2 Nigerian nationals. Any specific time for this lookout, turnaround time?
Definitely we have activated our 72-hour action plan. We need to make sure that we arrest them soon as possible, within 72 hours.
I know this is not your portfolio because you are responsible for community safety. There have been concerns from South Africans about illegal nationals who are here in South Africa, either from any part of the country, of Africa, being involved in criminal activities. What do you think needs to be done, especially coming from law enforcers, in order to cap that?
We need to change our law, that's number one. Number two, we tighten our border, the ins and out. We must know who is coming out of South Africa, who's going out in South Africa, profile them properly. Then we need to change the law. If our South African found in Mexico doing this thing, we'll be talking a different story. But because it's South Africa, our law sometimes a bit relaxed. They've got too much human rights. I think on this one we'll make sure that those who are because it's us who are in charge, who are lawmakers, it's important that the matter must be reviewed in terms of how we deal with these issues, particularly on the foreign national coming to South Africa to do things that are not supposed to be done here in South Africa, because yourself, you cannot go even in Mozambique or anywhere and do this thing that they are doing in South Africa. So we need to change the storyline. We need to change the behavior as South African and also as lawmakers.
Thank you very much for your time. Let me release you. Thank you very much. That was MEC responsible for community safety and liaison. I'm talking about MEC Jackie Masie engaging SABC about this drug lab. We are told that 4 Mexican nationals who are here in South Africa illegally and 1 South African have been arrested, and they are appearing in Volksrust tomorrow morning. That was revealed by SAPS communications officer. I'm talking about Colonel Mfundiswa Mapanga. As you can see here in this lab, police are all over. Our video journalist is showing you this drug lab, millions and millions of friends, according to the MEC. He is saying that we need to tighten our borders. We need to profile everyone who is coming to South Africa, coming from outside the country. He did indicate, though, that they are looking for 2 Nigerian nationals, and they have activated their 17-hour operation. They will have to arrest them. But as I have said, we are in Volksrust, a major bust up by the cops, and a senior top brass police officers are here, including the acting commissioner, Dr. Zef Mkwanazi is also here. Back to you in studio in Auckland Park.
For the people of Volksrust, the discovery has been chilling. Locals who once waved at passing farm workers now find themselves asking how such a massive international crime syndicate could set up shop right under their noses. It feels like something out of a movie, one resident told reporters, shaking her head. You never think something like this is happening in your backyard. Provincial police officials praised the bust, saying it was a major strike against international drug trafficking. But behind the official statements lies a harsher truth. Syndicates are targeting South Africa's quieter provinces, betting that isolated farms make perfect hiding places for their lucrative operations. For now, the quiet fields of Volksrust are back in the hands of farmers, but the story leaves a lingering unease. A picturesque corner of Mpumalanga became the front line in a global drug war, reminding South Africans that the fight against crystal meth is not confined to cities or townships. It's a battle reaching deep into the country's heartland.
Please let us know what do you think of this story in the comment section. If you made it this far, I assume you enjoyed the video. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.